Good morning. Oh, that was very synchronised, that wasn't it?
We're even at the same time.
There you go.
We have got a fab live for you today in aid of Snooze doing their sleep support month during March. We have an amazing prize for you.
We're celebrating on the last day.
Yes, it's the last day. April tomorrow. April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day tomorrow.
It's not an April
I'm not at
Fool's.
work. I'm relieved because I dread to think what Kirsty will be up to
Oh,
tomorrow.
yeah, definitely. Yes, so we are celebrating the end of Sleep Support Month, and we've got an amazing prize for you. So one lucky winner will be drawn from the comments and will win themselves a SnuzKot Skandi in a colour of their choice, just not the metallic one. But there's quite a few different colours for them to choose from.
Yes, there is.
Isn't there? They get the mattress, which is the SnuzSurface, which is a really clever mattress that you change the layers around. Obviously, we will go into more detail. You'll get yourself a little Snooze pouch to keep little one nice and comfortable and cosy while they sleep. And then finally, a SnuzCloud sleep aid, which will hopefully make sure they sleep lots.
Fingers crossed. We're not
Yes.
making any promises, okay?
No,
there is
it's
no
not.
actual statement of fact.
No.
It's just an aid.
It's an aid. It's not a promise.
No money back guarantees on that one, okay? Just so we're aware. No, so midweek, big good one for midweek.
Good one,
isn't
yeah.
it?
The prize value is 500, just under. I think it's £2 under. £550, so a really good prize, and really going to set the nursery up.
I was going to say, it's that big purchase, one of those big purchases done for you, isn't it?
Whether you need it because baby's ready to then move into their new, into their own room, their own nursery at 6 months, or whether you're still pregnant and wanting to get everything set up. They also do lots of different other accessories and pieces of the range. So you've got the dresser over there with your cot.
My little desk.
Cot top trainer. With your, Laura looks like she stood at a desk this morning.
I do.
We're plugged in, aren't we?
I was going to say, we had a little bit of a technical glitch because no one put the iPad on charge. So I'm plugged in today. So that's why I look like I'm presenting the news.
She's not going to be moving too far this morning.
So I'm just going to do a quick shout out. Hello to those who have joined us already this morning. If I hold up, you can see my wire. I'm not lying. So we've got, first this morning was Gemma Stanley, fastest fingers. Good morning, Gemma. We've got Claire, Louise Baker, Julia, lots of good mornings. Bella, Marie.
Good morning.
Morning. Rachel, Melissa. Oh, Carolyn Montgomery, fantastic prize. It is a fantastic prize. It's a very exciting prize today.
Yeah.
So yes, lots and lots of people loving the prize. Michelle, Louise, Fallon, love the look of the Snooze stuff.
Yeah, it is lovely.
It's very popular range in the store, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It looks just a little bit different to your standard, isn't it? It's quite a modern design furniture.
Bethany Hughes just bought the SnuzSurface mattress from you guys, so very interested how to change it.
Yes, we'll go through.
There you
all
go.
of that
We're going to go
when
through
you're ready.
the stages for you there. Eleanor Lee already have a Snooze Pod and love it. Well, there you go, Eleanor. You might win the matching Snooze Cot to go with it.
Yeah, move on.
Lots and lots of comments already. My goodness.
They're loving the prize today.
Hayley Owen, this would be amazing for my daughter as we don't have a cot for her yet, and we are moving into our own house soon.
Ah, nice.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Perfect.
Get it delivered in the box, and then it's not as big to move. Perfect.
No.
Right. Yes, lots of people. Any questions? Oh, look, the first question's in from Carolyn Montgomery already. From what age can the sleeping bag be used? Well, there you go. That's the first question to set us up.
So we'll go through. So I think what we'll do is we just chat about sleep and the Sleep Support Month, just in general, give you a few facts, and then we'll go through each of the prizes that you'll receive.
Michelle, I'm currently 4 days overdue with my stubborn baby boy. Well, today could be the day, Michelle. You never know. All the excitement from today.
Yeah.
You'll have to give us a comment if something starts to happen.
Yeah,
we
let
want
us
to
know. So the whole point of this month and Snooze doing the Sleep Support Month is just to support and educate new parents in dealing with a newborn baby. It's a massive thing, and there's lots of challenges.
One of the biggest changes in your life is your sleep schedule. Yes, definitely.
Yes, takes a little bit getting used to. Some babies are amazing and they sleep right through, or they just wait for feeds and then go back to sleep.
Sat there like that.
Yeah, but some, it's completely natural though. It's completely natural for a newborn baby to wake during the night, their tummies are only tiny and they need that constant topping up of feeds.
And I mean, I've mentioned it before in other lives, but it is not. What is also a really common problem is day-night confusion as well for newborns.
Yeah, they don't
if
know,
they're
do they?
born random hours of the day. You know, they just don't know. They don't know what time is day and what time is night. You just sort of have to coach them through it. So yeah, they just think I'm going to sleep when I want to, and I'm going to wake up when I want to,
and I'm awake. Yeah, you fed me, and now I'm fully awake. So a few facts for you. Snooze have done, they did some research with over 1,400 parents to kind of find out how they find things. So 7 in 10 parents lost at least 3 hours of sleep a night on average in the first year of baby's life. I think that's quite...
So if you're used to your solid 8, imagine just getting a 5 every night.
Maybe you want to practice.
Someone's just
start
put,
limiting yourself.
Someone has just put, Marissa's just put, I'm 23 weeks and already have insomnia, clearly getting ready for baby. They're getting you trained already there, Marissa, I think.
With how hard life has been, very different for lots of people. During the COVID-19 pandemic, almost half of all parents felt they didn't have the support they needed or wanted with regards to their baby's sleep. So lockdown babies that have been born, people haven't had the support.
I mean, having a baby anyway can be quite an isolating thing in certain circumstances, can't it? So I think it has been. Those who have done it, I take my hat off to you because it's an isolating thing anyway. And then you throw on top of that the fact that you are actually isolating. It's like... Yeah, basically whoever's in your household is your support, aren't they? And depending on what husband or partners do.
It was nice once they introduced, if you've got a baby under your
you can have a family bubble, can't you?
Create that family bubble, on average, parents lose a total of 133 nights sleep in the first year of their baby's life. 133 nights in a year.
That's mad, isn't it?
That's a lot.
And it also depends if you're breastfeeding or this, that and the other, whether you get to share it out or not.
Yeah, because if you are breastfeeding...
I made sure we shared it out. I was like, it's your turn.
Let me sleep.
It is your turn.
Yeah,
Go.
it was pretty much all I breastfed all 3 of mine, and it was kind of just on me for feeding at least. Anyway, I didn't really get around to expressing and stuff, so that bit was all to me. You can change. You try and get back to sleep.
You deal with the bottom end, I'll deal with the top.
45% of new parents were unable to grab a snooze during the day, half of which cited that household chores were the leading cause, and I would imagine a lot of the other half were toddlers having older siblings that you can't just be like, Mummy's going for a sleep now while the baby's asleep, you do what you want to do.
Amuse yourselves, children. Especially if you've been doing the whole homeschooling and things. You're on with your teacher, good, right, see you in 5.
See ya. But yeah, obviously, I know the saying is sleep while baby sleeps.
I never did.
Did you use that as your time to go, right, I've got 10 minutes, go.
Well, like getting the pots done, and I felt so much better having my house straight rather than sleeping. But I was really lucky. I will hold my hands up and say I was really, really lucky. Jax was a very good sleeper from the word go, really.
So if you do struggle with sleep, don't worry about the housework.
No.
If you need to get that half an hour while they sleep, just do it.
And if people want to come and visit, they can make their own cups of tea.
Yeah.
That's my rule. Those first 2 weeks, if people visited, I was like, you know where the kettle is? I'm not doing anything.
Make me a drink.
I've just pushed the baby out. You can go and do that yourself.
Almost a third of people admitted to driving their baby around in the car to try getting them to sleep. I've never done that, but I know lots of people do.
No, I do know lots of people that have.
It's that lulling, the sound,
I mean, I did time my journey sometime to make sure that the nap was done in the journey.
Yeah.
So if I was visiting parents, for example, I'd be like,
time.
Right, let's head home at 5 because then he'll snap till then, and then I'll get him back down. So I did sort of time it that way, but I never purposely went out to put him
like
to
in
sleep.
the middle of the night, baby won't sleep, let's go get in the car and have a drive
No,
around.
I never did that. No.
Have any of you, how's that worked with yours? Have you had to go through that?
Because they do love it in the
midnight
car, don't
drive.
they?
Yeah,
they do
even
love
now.
It in the car.
So mine are now 8, 6 and 3.
They're still learning to sleep.
And if we go to like Belton House, which is 45 minutes from us, if we've had a nice day out, driving back home, all 3 will be fast asleep.
Any day trips, I always remember as a kid going to like Skeggy for the day and this, that and the other, and you'd always doze off on the way back home, and then your dad would be going...
I'm the same though.
I still do it now. Bit guilty. But I always remember like parents being like, don't go to sleep, you won't go to sleep tonight, and I'd be like, I will, trust me, I will.
Yeah. But then the kids don't, do they? Now, my kids are terrible. I know if we're going to be driving home like 5 o'clock time, they have a 45-minute nap, then nobody's going to want to go to bed at 7:30.
Do they not?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I do feel myself a bit jammy.
Yeah.
It's like the other day, Sam who works here, she messaged us, didn't she? She was like, someone had a danger nap at 5 o'clock and now I'm greeted with this. And it was just a little boy in the kitchen.
And he was looking like a little devil, wasn't he? Nearly half of parents have used white and or pink noise to help their little one get to sleep. So a lot of the sleep aids that you see out there do have some kind of white or pink noise on it to help. It's supposed to replicate the womb sound and help them sleep.
Yeah, it's what they're it's what they're used to. It's familiar, isn't it? Yeah.
I've often tried with on my phone like a YouTube video that's just gone on for like hours and just played it. Please.
Yeah.
I don't have
this is meant to be like hypnotise you to sleep. Just go
I'm like
to
that
sleep.
on the side of the cart, and they were like, oh.
That's what I found with white noise. It put me to sleep. It didn't do anything to Jackson, but it would put me to sleep. So we stuck with the lullabies.
So that's a few facts anyway for you.
I have one additional.
Research.
Speaking of lullabies and white noise,
yeah.
So they've actually done scientific research that lullabies, particularly Mozart, but it doesn't have to be, but lullabies in particular,
specific.
If they play them on the neonatal units, it can reduce baby's stay by an average of 5 days.
Really?
Because it
like
soothes their sleeping. And there you go. So in theory, it works. Yeah. Every baby's different. That's all we can say.
Oh, knocking it down. So the main event.
Jen, love the 11 a.m. sleep news with Pushchair experts.
Yes. Do we all?
Oh, there's a star thing. Did you know about this star thing?
Yes, it's new. I don't really know how it works. I don't know why people would pay us or send us stars to do it. But
someone sent us some stars. Eleanor Lee has sent us some stars. Don't know what it is, but thank you.
Apparently, it means that they appreciate what we're doing.
Oh, good. Well, hopefully
we're
certain
people will get free stars that they can then distribute. But I think actually the viewers have to purchase the stars first. So,
well, thank you very much, Eleanor. Thank you.
So the SnuzKot from the Skandi collection is the main part of today's prize, and we'll draw a winner at the end of the competition, at the end of the live. Randomly from the comments. All you need to do is just comment during our live and have a bit of a chat with us. So the SnuzKot is £349 RRP, and you can use it from birth if you wanted. It's not a huge cot, is it? Because it's magic in that it extends.
I do actually have.
You've got measurements
with all my fact sheets that I have here. I do have the official measurements somewhere. Where did I put them? Oh no, what have I done with it?
So you can use it from birth up to 7 years old, and then 10 years old if you extend it. So it's a really good piece of furniture that's going to last you 10 years. So then I suppose you would then go to your single or double bed, whatever your 10-year-old.
Yeah. So it's 72 centimetres wide.
Yep.
133 centimetres long and 89 centimetres tall. So it's going to fit in like a nice.
So that would actually fit at the side of my bed in my bedroom. So if you were going to use that from birth instead of a bedside crib, which they also do, you could maybe pop that at the side of your bed to keep baby in, because the advice is to keep a newborn baby in your bedroom with you during sleep time for the first 6 months of their life. So that could allow you to do it depending on your bedroom size.
Yeah. Some people do like to do that. It's sort of just to reduce purchases, don't they? They do say. Yeah. And another thing that is also beneficial for us, it does get baby used to that space before they then move into their own
their own. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So you'd use it first as a cot. You've got 3 positions for your mattress. So you'd obviously have it raised with a newborn baby to make it easier to lay them down onto the mattress without too much disturbing. I call it the dreaded transfer.
When they're falling asleep on you?
Yeah, so they're falling asleep somewhere, or falling asleep feeding, or somewhere else, or in the car, or out of their carry cot, and you've then got to make the dreaded transfer to wherever they're going to nap, and you're like, please.
And you go as slow as
and
you
can. And then you kind of just lay on them a little
way
bit.
down, you're like...
I did that to my friend's little girl, and my friend who doesn't have children, she said, what are you doing? Because I just kind of laid on her like a little bit. When I laid her down,
I've just got to
and I thought, I just got to do it
slowly.
I can't
slowly. Like they're a bomb. Like they're a bomb.
Absolutely. And I was like, I'm just going to wait here a minute, and then I could move away, and then she was fine. So you do get a choice of colours. They do natural, grey, white. It doesn't include the metallics. I think, is this an old?
That might be. So you've got.
I'm not sure.
Slate.
I think some of the colours aren't
This one's slate.
Slate, yeah.
Mono is where it's grey. It's white.
White.
And your
the
bars
rails
are black.
Yep.
You've got natural, which is basically this
colour,
but with white ends. And then you've got grey, which is again white with your grey bars, and then white, which is everything white. You've then got your metallic rose gold, which obviously isn't in our prize drawer today because it is slightly more expensive.
But it is an option if
that one on its own is $369, so it is a little bit more.
Yeah.
And then you've also got your luxe models, which are
which
very similar,
different to this,
but yeah, they've got bigger bars.
Yeah.
We've got bigger bars here, and that comes in a variety of different colours as well. And that was again slightly more at $399.
Yeah.
But
so these are made from a responsibly sourced wood. There's no veneers, there's no MDF. It's all proper wood that they use.
Yes,
so
and they do that to
nice
say that
bit
it is
of
going to
furniture.
last you.
Yeah,
at the
because
end
of
the
that.
day.
It's a solid piece of furniture, isn't it?
So it's made of natural beech wood. To be precise.
Oh,
There
that
you
is
go.
precise.
Made from a beech tree.
Yes. So
Told
you
you.
can
These
use
are what I've got the
it
fact sheets.
and then move your mattress down to a lower position once it's a toddler that's going to obviously be lifting themselves up and holding onto the bars, hopefully not climbing out.
Jackson never attempted it, but we did take a side off
Earlier.
He was 2.
Yeah.
Every child is different.
I think they say 0 to 18 months as a cot. Then this is only a guide because everybody's going to do things at different times, but then you could take the sides off, and then one side or two sides.
Purchase your toddler rails.
Yes.
For $44.95 if you wanted to.
Yeah, which
so
go
obviously
onto the
there
side.
are sleep bed guards you may have seen, which are a lot of fold down and things. Whereas your toddler rails on your snooze cot actually fit the sides of the cot, and they just form a nice bit along the body, a little bit at the head. There's a gap for them to climb in, so it's just that little bit of extra protection, and it's quite nice because it doesn't look like an add-on. Then it integrates into the design of the cot.
Absolutely, because it is designed. It's a snooze piece that you're adding on, and then you can then extend on. So you buy an additional piece to your cot, and also additional piece to your mattress, which then extends it out to junior use up to 10 years old.
Yes. So your bed extension is 70. Well, depending on your colour. So a white one is $69.95, and obviously there are more white colours in the range. And then for your slate one is $71.95.
Yeah, so not too much.
And again, with that, you get 2 side panels, and then you get an extra slat for your
mattress bit is extra, isn't it?
So you'd get a new piece of this. Now that has changed slightly.
Now,
I believe. So this is obviously your standard slats that you can see, but in the new ones, it's more of a honeycomb pattern. Yeah,
nice.
So I'll cover that up.
Stop showing them. Stop showing them. So the other part of the prize is your SnuzSurface Mattress, which is another very clever feature. What's the RRP of the mattress?
So your SnuzSurface Mattress for your SnuzKot is 12595.
Yeah.
Now that is, I do have the dimensions here, 68 by 117.
Yeah.
So if you've got a SnuzKot, you need a SnuzKot mattress.
Yeah. But
if you like the SnuzKot mattress, sorry, we're fighting over each other to tell you. If you like the design of the mattress, the triple layers that you can change in this, that and the other, you can buy the SnuzSurface Adaptable Cot Bed Mattress for $134.95, and that is then 70 by 140 and will fit, obviously, most standard cot beds.
Yes. Yeah. So it's a really clever mattress. So you may have heard that for the first 12 months, they need to be kept on quite a firm mattress. So then as they get older, you would either flip your mattress over if it's that kind, or in this case, switch your layers over. And as they age, the child ages, you then adapt the mattress to suit them best. So probably the best way is if we just open all the ends and we can show the layers. So
peel that down a bit.
Oh, sorry.
It's all right. You can hit me if you want to. It's fine.
Just a little bit of
absolutely
fine. There. So 0 to 12 months is your firmer.
Turn around this way. So
mattress.
You've got your firm foam on the top. Then in here you've got your pocket springs, and then you've got a softer foam on the bottom. So as we said, for newborns, your sleep advice is always firm, flat foot of the bed. So you want it the firmer, the better. It helps them regulate their body temperature and obviously gives them that support as they're growing.
Whereas this is the firm, the supple for a toddler, which is 12 months to 3 years old. And you can see we switched the layers around. So now you've got your softer foam
on top,
and then your firmer foam, and then your sprung bit in there. And there is a bit in there as well, you can see it's like a separating layer as well to keep it all firm and compact. I kind of imagined it, when I was thinking about different layers, like everything kind of sliding a little bit.
No, it
but
doesn't,
actually
does
it's
it?
really firmly together and sits nicely. Your cover that you get is it's hypoallergenic, isn't it?
Yes, obviously we have 3 mini covers. Yours will come in 1 big cover. It doesn't come in 3 sections. This is just for our sore demoing purposes. But the cover on here, so the white bit on here is waterproof. So that's a bonus, in my opinion, if you've got a waterproof mattress. It's also machine washable. So if you do need to take it off for any reason, obviously, or even just decide when you are changing the layers round,
give it a bit of a
every
wash. Month you might want to take it off.
I mean, mattresses are hard things to keep clean. I mean, we obviously...
Well, not as much here, though, because
no, that's what I mean.
It
makes it a lot easier, doesn't it, to keep
and then you're durable for a child 3 to 7 years old. You then switch the layers again. So you've got your softer foam on top, then your spring layers, and then your firm one on the bottom. So you've switched it all around. Your mattress will say on it, it'll have a guide. So if you're not sure when you are switching your layers around, it will give you a bit of a guide so you know what you're doing.
Yeah. So you keep it in one form for 12 months, then you can, because I'm not being funny, by the time child gets to 3, you're thinking, I can't remember what I've got to move where. So no, there will be instructions, which is great. And then, as we said, if you extend your cot bed, you then buy an extension of your mattress, which would look like this, and then that just sits at the edge of your mattress. So you'd put another one here,
just to lengthen
and then obviously just sheet it as normal. And
there you go. It's very, very clever.
It is very clever.
Another part of the prize is your Snooze Pouch, which is their sleeping bag. You can use this from birth, and it comes in a few different togs. So this is a lighter one, I believe. So depending on the temperature of the bedroom,
they've got 2 point. I've got 2 of the same pattern then. Look at the different patterns that they do. They do either 2.5 or 1 tog.
Yeah.
So yes, it's down to obviously time of year.
2.5 is your kind of all year round use of a sleeping bag. So that would go from,
I've got the actual temperatures here.
20.
I've got the actual temperatures because I don't remember numbers like you.
Yeah, 16 to 20 degrees for your 2.5 tog. So that's going to cover
average temperature
most, isn't it? And then depending on how cold the room is how you would then dress baby underneath their sleeping bag as well.
Which I think is really nice on the back of these. Ooh, hit myself in the face. They've actually given you a little bit of a guide as to how to dress baby. My rule of thumb was always given to me as baby always needs 1 extra layer to what you would wear.
Yes.
It's a good rule to that's probably more for daytime than it is for sleep time, because obviously sleep you do need to monitor them a little bit more.
Yeah,
but
you don't want them to
it is a good guidance for you on a daily basis, is that whatever you're wearing, put another layer on baby.
What about if you're always naked? At night,
put baby in at least 1 layer. You might have your house really, really hot. But no, there's lots of nice little info on here, little guides for your temperature and
things. We do kind of say that it's a good idea to have some form of measuring the temperature in baby's nursery, don't we?
Yeah.
Whether that's on your monitor, whether it's a little grow egg or something.
They're very
similar.
temperamental little things, aren't they?
Yeah. But people are often like, oh, they're going to get cold, and really trying to wrap them up. But it's really important not to overheat. It's another factor for SIDS, and it's just to make sure they're safe. Operating safe sleep.
That one's got pink spots on it.
Yeah, lots of different designs. So I think you've got a choice of design for your Snooze Pouch as well.
And I think the choice of patterns does vary slightly on size as well. There's certain patterns that aren't available.
So you've got 0 to 6, and you've got, what's the other side?
6 to 18 months.
6 to 18 months, yeah.
I've only got 0 to 6 on here. Oh no, I've got one 6 to 18 months there. One that.
And it's really clever how it works. If you imagine that's my baby laid there sleeping. Foot to the bottom of the bed for safe sleep. Yeah, it's not a coat hanger, it's a baby. We could really put a real baby in there. And it's got this very clever curved zip. I'm just going to do it back up to show you. So this curved zip pulls round. So you're not, they're asleep, they've pooped, I need to change their bum. You can just open it up very quietly, yeah. Do what you need to do. Clean them up without getting them out, really disturbing them, and then zip them all up. I mean, in reality, it's not always how it works, is it? Because you
If
probably
they've
had
exploded,
to.
you might have to change the
Yeah,
whole
the
sleeping
whole
bag.
thing. But it's really good if those. It does make nighttime changes a lot quicker. You've not got to take them completely out. You can get to what you need to get to, and then get them all snug back up again.
Yeah, they are British safety tested. They are machine washable, and they are tumble dry safe.
Oh, that is what we need.
That's bonus, isn't it?
Yes.
And the other thing is obviously fitting wise. We say they're from birth. Every baby is different depending on obviously the size of little one when they are born. You do have two sets of, you've got a set of poppers on here. So obviously when their arms are a little bit smaller, you want to keep those poppers shut. And what you want to make sure is that baby's head can never get under the material.
Yeah, which is why you don't have like a big duvet or anything with baby. If you're co-sleeping, you don't want the quilt going over baby because then they can snuggle underneath it, and obviously there is a chance then of suffocation.
Yeah.
So this is the whole point. You can use blankets just as safely as well if you took them nicely around and make sure they can't get under the blankets, that their feet are to the bottom of the bed. But obviously sleeping bags are more and more popular because they just kind of just add in an extra bit of security for you,
a lot of new parents, I mean even my friends who are expecting babies, when I say foot of the bed, they're like, why do you put them at the foot of the bed? I'm like, so they can't wriggle into their blankets.
They can't go any
They can't
further.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
So if you have them at the bottom of the bed and you do have sheets rather than a sleeping bag, you do them as tight as possible. They can't shuffle down, so they can't get those blankets.
Same if in
above
your
their
carry
head.
cart, if you're travelling, you're on a walk, put them to the foot. Same if you're using a lovely bedside crib like we've got here as well. Actually, this baby is not practicing safe sleep, Laura.
I didn't put him in there.
Get to the bottom, baby.
Just told.
Hey, actually, you know what I could have
think
done?
that's Leo.
We've actually got baby Leo in one of these, so I could have used the
yeah,
baby
you could have changed Leo's
rather
nappy.
than my coat hanger.
You could have changed Leo's nappy.
There you go, Leo. So, say Leo is a little bit older and he's in his cot. We could have it like this. The final part of the prize is a cute little Snooze Cloud. Now, this does various different things. Oh. I always lose where's the buttons?
What, you mean the ones that are labelled here?
Yeah, I was pressing there and I couldn't find them.
They've not got batteries in it. Have we turned it off?
We're doing well today, guys.
Hold on. We turned it off. We were conserving batteries during lockdown. That's what we were doing. So whilst I've had
I'll let Laura.
open,
Oh, we've got it.
once I've got this open, just so that you are aware, it does take 3 AAA batteries. There is your on and off switch, but there is also a volume switch, so you can have it quieter or louder, which is quite nice.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put it on the louder one, just so that hopefully you might be able to hear it when I hold it near my microphone. So you've got 2 light settings. So this is what's classed as your night light setting. Then you've also got your rosy cheek setting. So this is apparently supposed to, again, like we said with the pink noise, replicate the colours, the womb sort of environment.
Glow,
obviously
yeah.
in the dark.
Through the skin, you'd get that kind
It would
of
give
colour,
that nice
wouldn't
pink glow in the room.
Yeah.
So that's what they're familiar with in the womb. And then you've got 4 sounds. Don't know whether you can hear that or not. That is your pink noise. And you've got, oh wait. Yeah, that one is waterfall.
Yeah.
That's the one that would make me need to go for a wee.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's working. Yeah.
Then you've got heartbeat. And you've got lullaby. It does have an automatic timer on it as well, so it will turn off after so long. I can't remember off the top of my head how long it's for. I have a feeling it's 20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
So
Like
it
should hopefully is
hopefully
just
long enough to put
time.
them to sleep.
If not, you've just got to poke it again.
But every time I see this, I can't help but think of Kirsty, because when Kirsty first put the batteries in it and got all excited about it, she has a little thing that she does with the lights, and she goes, "Oh, rosy cheeks and ooh," because that's what it looks like it's saying. So I can't.
We should have brought her in today just for that, couldn't we?
Do it every time
Yeah.
I pick it up. I'm like, oh, rosy cheeks and ooh. So that's your sleep.
If you win it, that's what you'll be doing.
Yeah.
So you can just Velcro it to the side of the cot, so it's close to little one, and they will be soothed.
And having that nice Velcro easy strap as well means you can take it with you on the go. So if you want to put it in
on your pushchair,
on your carry
bumper
cot,
bar,
yeah.
or your carry cot, yeah.
So,
good idea.
and it's nice and soft and cuddly as well. I think it's really handy as well that you can change the batteries in it, obviously, because there are some things that you get that once the batteries are dead, especially plush soft toys, sometimes once batteries are gone, they're gone, aren't they?
Harder to get to, aren't they? Yeah. You can get loads of different accessories as well. You can buy 3-piece bedding sets.
I've just realised I've ignored everybody. There's a saying,
make sure you chat to
pictures.
somebody if there's any questions to anybody. There's mattress protectors for your SnuzKot and your cots, and then also for your cribs as well. And I'll just chat while you're just having a look at comments.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a quick browse because if I've got questions, I will try and answer them.
Yeah. So as part of the Snooze range, you've also got the Snooze Pod 4, which is their newest version of their bedside crib. You can use this from birth. You can use it as a standalone crib. You can take it off the stand, and you can also attach it to your bed as a bedside crib.
There's more people sending us stars. Sorry, just as a side note there. Sophie, thank you.
So inside, we've got a sheet already on here. You've got your mattress, but then you've also got this, I can't remember what they call it, your airflow built in to this mesh panel all around to help the airflow. And then if you see on here as well, even at the bottom of the crib, you've got your aerated panel just here as well.
I'm just going to shout the questions out as I get to them, Kelly, just so that they don't think I'm ignoring them. Nathalie?
It might you might just pronounce it Natalie.
It might be Natalie, yeah, it may well be. From what age is the SnuzKot suitable? So from birth, you can use it from birth, like we say. They do recommend having baby in your room to start with, but you can use the cot from birth all the way up to 4 years, and then as an extended, it will see you up to 7 years. 4,
it's baby, toddler, and then junior, isn't it?
Yes.
So up to 4, up to 7, then up to 10.
Yeah.
Depending on what configuration you've got it as. Like I said, I'll start talking then just shout out.
Yeah.
We have got the colic little lift there, the reflux leg. So if baby does suffer from reflux or colic, you can pop it up, and what that does is just making it so it's not completely flat, giving a bit of an incline, and hopefully helping baby sleep a little bit better. So you do have this bar on the side here, which if you're using it, I'll try and do it so I'm not in your way. If you're using it as a standalone crib, you'd have the bar in, but then if you are using it as your bedside crib, you take this bar out.
There are a couple of people saying that they did do special journeys to put their children to nap. Jamie Richardson is one of them.
This just slides out of here, and then you can just keep it safe if you are using it again. So that just means that this drops completely down. You get your straps to attach it to the side of the bed, and there are loads of different positions, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different positions to choose from to make sure it's at the correct height for your bed.
Couple of people asking, they've said they've all heard of white noise, but they've not heard of pink noise before. Yeah. Now, if I'm completely honest with you, I don't actually know what the full difference is. No. Be something to do with the frequency, I should imagine.
I think it is. And I think because one's more like your Hoover kind of sort of sound.
Yeah. White noise, I get the impression white noise is a little bit, not harsher, because obviously it's still not a harsh noise, but it's sort of like that background, you know, like the static on your telly used to be. Like that sort of noise.
Old school.
Yeah, old school. You know, some people might not remember when that happened. It did used to. Once
you young guns. Yeah, so you've got a bit of a lip here, so there's no danger of baby rolling into your bed. They're still safe in their space as well. It's safety tested to the new bedside crib standard, and it fits more beds than any of has before, and it's up to 73 centimetres.
I actually think they declare it fits more beds than any other bedside crib.
Oh, really?
I think they're that
That
bold.
is some
statement, isn't it? But
if you look under here as well, I know we've got some instructions which you don't really need to see, but you can see it's really well ventilated, and you've also got your breathable mattress as well. So everything about it is breathable and making sure there's plenty of airflow.
And I love the fact that removable, breathable bit at the bottom now is also machine washable, because on the old one it wasn't. It was only hand washed. So I think that's great, because obviously babies do produce things when they're asleep.
So increased airflow to help regulate baby's temperature. And your stand, when you've not got the leg on it, is also a rocking stand. So if you've got it as a standalone crib, you can rock it if that helps baby. And then you can also lift it away take it downstairs with you, take it into the kitchen, wherever you may be. You can carry that around with you. Well, not carry it around with you, but I mean, you can move it quite easily from room to room. It's a little bit easier when you've not got the mobile on. The mobile is additional extra, which you can also purchase.
I'm just going to pop these out of here as well, because the other thing we were saying about getting baby used to going into their own cot is by being able to take that part off separately, at that sort of interim stage where you're moving them over, you can actually put this whole top section in your cot.
So they're in there.
So that's what I used to do with my Moses basket. So in that interim stage, when I was trying to teach him to go into his own room, he was familiar with, so little baby Leo is so used to sleeping here, bless him. There you go, yeah, good sleep at the bottom. So he's used to the smells and things in there. Smells, makes him sound like a dog. But they're used to that familiar surrounding. Obviously you would need to take your mobile off because it's not stitched, but you could pop that in there. And then they are somewhere familiar whilst also learning somewhere new. It sort of takes that surprise off of it. I'm really sorry because I think some of these are a bit out of time order, but Samantha Pavey has put, is it easy to put together? Now I'm not sure if that means the cot or the snooze pod.
Probably the cot, yes.
I myself put the snooze pod together, so I know that's not too difficult to do because if I'm trusted with it, it goes together quite easily. The only thing I will say, my one bit of friendly advice for anyone putting one together, look at your screws, because there is one screw that is different to all the others.
Yeah, and some people think they've missed it or it doesn't work, does it? Yeah.
But other than that, easy to do.
You've just got screws, so it'll just screws together, so it's quite nice and easy. How many boxes I can't remember how many boxes the SnuzKot comes in. Is it 2?
I wasn't here the day they built it, so I don't know.
But yeah, it is. We watch them and it doesn't look too hard to do.
Charlie Rafferty, is it wooden? So yeah, as we said, all of their products are made from a naturally sourced beech wood.
Yeah. No veneer, no MDF. It's proper wood. So nice, solid bit of furniture.
Amy Williamson, does the mattress extend? So we did cover, you can buy an extension for your mattress. It does,
so kind of like you would have, this would all be one piece and then you'd have an extra bit to extend.
And that is $49.95, so when the time does come. So it's nice to know that you've not got to change the whole mattress as well.
Yeah, if you didn't want to, you didn't have to buy a whole extra bed, do you? A whole extra mattress, it's just 50 quid to add it on.
Does the side lower when it changes to the lower base? Oh, I think like, because traditional cots used to do that. No, not on these ones.
So you'd move it down, but this would still stay here, so you'd still have to then reach down to baby, or they'd stand up when you, and then you'd lift them out. Then obviously when they're older, you can take the sides
There's
off.
that age, and it melts my heart whenever I see like on your Facebook reminders or your Google photo reminders and this, that and the other. The stage to me that just so scrumptious. So when you go in the morning and they're in the sleeping bag, but they're stood up, so they're like little penguins trying to shuffle along the cot. So cute. But yeah, generally then they sort of get to that age where they're going, I want out. Yeah, take me out.
You can also get a matching dresser like we've got here.
My desk.
Yeah, Laura's desk. Nice. Oh, these are nice in here.
Yes, we worked on those during lockdown. Look, so when you do come and visit us in store,
this will all be here.
In your top drawers.
We didn't need to make your notes though, we've got it all here. We could have done it. So your changing unit is £499 and you can get it in white, grey, mono slate, natural and the metallics rose gold to match with the rest of your furniture, so with your SnuzKot. 3 big drawers and it's just the same nice curved shape that you've got on your SnuzKot.
Can also, when the time comes, so obviously you've got it as your change at the moment, you will have to use the Snooze changing mat because it isn't a universal standard size.
You might get others that might fit.
But that's fits in there nicely. Then you can take this top bracket off, so then it just looks like
just a standard
dresser in the room. And it's nice then that you know these items are going to last you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't have to change them as soon as baby sort of grows out. And then obviously you will also get, I mean, we don't have them officially done because obviously they move about the store all the time, but you will get your strap attachment to go on the wall as well, so anti-tip. Yeah. And they say that the
climbing up the drawers
dresser itself will take up to 11 kilograms.
Of content?
No, changing wise.
Oh, okay.
So baby can be up to 11 kilograms to change
them. So that's like about a year old then probably, isn't it? So that's probably the time that you would be changing them on a higher surface like that. Then you'd have to get them on the floor because otherwise they're running off and doing everything.
Corey Carrington, how many height adjustments is there? If that's about the mattress height, there are 3 stages on that, and I've just lost it. I had someone asking, is there a colic tilt? I don't know if it was about Snooze Pod or the cot. There is one on the Snooze Pod.
4, yeah.
There isn't
we've
one
got it
on
there
your
at the
cot.
moment. But then obviously by the time they're outgrown 6 months, most babies have grown out that stage, haven't they, by the time they're moving into a cot. This is available in lots
Emma
of different
Davies.
colours as well.
Oh wow, is the mattress made up of smaller ones? No, your mattress would come as a whole. We just have it like that
this,
for
yeah.
demoing.
So we can show you the different arrangement of the mattress inside. But yeah, you would have it, just this would be all one section, and then if you chose to get the extension piece, that would be one extra smaller piece.
Yeah. Lots of people really liking the mattress, and like I say, you can buy it also for other cot beds if you prefer.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just noticed. Oh, I was right. Look, 20 minutes.
Well done, good memory.
Okay.
It's $139.95 for the SnuzKot, the mattress, and the adaptable one, which is your standard 70 by 140 centimetres for a cot bed, is $149.95. So
I thought you were pulling those numbers out of the top of your head then. I was thinking, Jesus, she's putting me to shame. And then I realised you were reading them. I was like, oh, I feel a bit better now because I can never remember them.
Well, I knew the standard cot bed size, but I didn't know the prices off the top of my head.
Teresa Bond, waterproof is essential. Yes, so as we said, the top of your mattress, that white part of the mattress cover is waterproof, but you can also buy your waterproof mattress protectors as well.
Yep.
Personally, they're easier to wash. Your mattress protectors are easier to wash. They're easier to take on and off.
So they do, your extras. Miracle Mattress Protector, they call it. Super soft cotton, 100% waterproof. It's a flat sheet, extra absorbent, and anti-dust mite.
Oh, the cover on that's
yes.
anti-dust mite as well, isn't it?
If you're worried about boogies.
It's a really good way to secure that you know that, like we say, cleanliness. I had someone message me a couple of weeks ago about second baby and mattress and this, that and the other. And obviously the recommendation is that you always buy a new mattress regardless. But obviously, depending on the circumstance, how long they've been in, what, this, that and the other, some people think, oh, can
My
I
children
reuse
didn't
it?
really sleep in their cot. There was a lot on mummy and daddy's
But
bed.
if that's the case, if little one hasn't been in there a great deal of time and you need to use it for another baby, if you've used those protectors and things, then you know it's still bacteria-wise, it's very safe to do so.
Yeah. And it's when they lose their shape as well, don't they, sometimes?
Yeah.
If it feels like a bit squidging, it's not quite
Depending
firm
on
as it
how
should
much of
be.
a wriggler you've got,
Yeah.
if they roll around a lot, or if they're like me and sleep like the dead in one
I'm
position
asleep.
and then end up with a divot. My mattress is like, oh, that's where Laura was.
That's Laura's place.
Can you use the sleeping bags from birth? Yes, you can. Obviously, like we say, as long as they are fitting little one correctly.
You also do the mattress protectors as well for your Snooze Pod 4. Your Snooze Pod 4 is £199, but then you can also buy it in a bundle for £230, or just under £230, which includes a bundle. So it includes your mattress protector, it includes your SnuzCloud, you get a little pocket. You've got your big area underneath for your essentials, but if you want to keep things to hand, you've got this nice pocket with your zips as well. What else does it include? Is that everything?
So mattress protector, pack of 2 sheets.
Oh, and your
cloud.
sheets, yep. So your sheets, and you can choose those for a few different designs as well if you buy it in the bundle. So it saves you a bit of money.
Thompson has asked, do the sleeping bags go up to toddler sizes? So the sizes at the moment are 0 to 6 and 6 to 18. So they don't currently do anything any bigger than that. Once little one is over 1, you can give them a quilt.
Yes.
So if you wanted
But
to make that
I got
switch
to that
over,
magic 12 months, gave him a quilt, and then he stopped sleeping. And I was like, what's happened? So I put him back in a bag, and he started sleeping through again.
Is the top
Like his
dependent
bag.
on age or just temperature? So it's fundamentally, I mean, you'd know from buying your own duvet, really. I mean, we're terrible. We have a 13.5 top, like we have the massive.
All year round?
No, in the real summer, we just take it out and have the sheet. But I love a big duvet. I love a big, but we don't have to worry about temperature regulation.
No.
So we know when we're hot.
Yeah,
that's the key thing, is that if
babies can't stop stripping themselves off, take a vest off.
If they're in a
take
sleeping
layer
bag
off.
especially, obviously they can't remove that. So that's why it's quite important to make sure that you got it right temperature-wise. Obviously, they will get to an age where they realise they're hot, they wake up and they cry, but in those earlier stages,
I'm
they
always
can't do
going
that.
in at night. When I go to bed at night, I'm going through all 3 beds, tuck them all back in because they've all got their quilts off and upside down in bed, and I'm trying to put them back round. I probably shouldn't really. I probably should just leave them to it. They're obviously comfy like that.
Yeah, I do it though. I do it too. I think you can't help yourself, can you? Because I always go in to shut his door, because we leave the door open while he goes to sleep, and then we always shut the door at night, because they say fire safety, you should always have your door
and we're
closed.
terrible. We don't close any of our doors.
There you go. Well, that's another tip for you. Safety sleep, fire safety wise, you should always close your child's door, because if there was a fire, it would be slower to get to their room, and it would prevent any smoke from getting in their bedroom.
Yes.
There you go. That's my mummy mode telling you off again.
Naughty, naughty me. Because it's quite an old house, I'm not actually sure whether any of our doors actually close properly. They've all been put on at some point on some
And they probably wouldn't prevent any smoke anyway, because they're all at one.
They kind of get so far, you push it too, but you couldn't actually close it.
Does the Marissa's asked, does it have a cry sensor? So I'm assuming that's about the SnuzCloud. So it doesn't have a cry sensor on this one. It is sort of time dependent. So obviously, if little one did stir and you want to just pop it back on, you would have to go and press the button on that one. I'm afraid.
You can get other ones that do that. Can't
Someone's mentioned Ollie the owl.
Yeah, so that's a grey one.
You've
also got My Hummy, which is another one that has quite a long time on it.
Do you have to have Snooze fitted sheets or any brand?
So because it's a different size to your standard mattress, as long as, I mean, you could use the standard cot bed size, but it's slightly smaller, so you just need to make sure it was tucked around. But the Snooze specific ones are made and designed for this size cot bed mattress.
What age does it go up to with just what you get in the box with no additional purchases? That's a good question, Charlotte.
So 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Obviously, it has multiple stages, because you can take your sides off and lower it and have it as a day bed.
Yep.
Which is what we did the first time. We took one side off and not the other, because I was like, then I know we can only roll out of one side.
Yeah. But then wasn't the wall the other side, or do you have yours in the middle of the room? We have ours up to the wall.
We have it up to the wall, but there's a bit of an old house again, so we have they're not straight, so there is a gap.
A gap.
So I always envisioned him getting wedged. Plus he's quite a chunk, so he could easily get wedged.
He'd be stuck.
Serious question, ladies, from Marie Leddington.
Yeah.
Can we buy these in adult sizes, preferably in king or super king?
What, the mattress? No, unfortunately not. We should approach Snooze maybe and request that they create us some prototypes that we can test for them and let you know. What mattress would you prefer? Would you prefer firm like a baby, supple for a toddler, or durable for a child? Which would you prefer in your adult size?
Bethany Hughes, how do you attach the pod to the side of the bed? So you will get your straps. So obviously you want to make sure that your mattress is level with the lip. There is a really good guide in your instructions anyway, but just quickly to go over it, you want to make sure that your mattress is level with the top of the lip, so that there's a slight drop to baby's mattress, and then you use those straps on the frame.
It's buckle system, so you wrap it around the frame of your bed, depending on whether you've got a framed bed or what's the other kind? The solid. Would it be?
Divan.
D.
I was about to say sedan, and I was like, no, that's a car.
A divan base, then you would need to go around the whole thing, or if you've got a framed one, you could just go around the frame at that side, but then you can tighten it all up and attach it to your Snooze Pod to make sure it's nice and secure and tight up to the side of your bed, so you're not getting any gaps in between, which is important.
Oh, someone's asked for the measurement of the Snooze Pod. That's the one thing I didn't write the dimensions down on.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I didn't write them down, so I'm really sorry, Emma. I don't know off the top of my head. It will be on our website,
yeah,
or
it's
we
on our
can
website
send a
or
message.
messages, yeah. And we can double check for you.
Can the mobile go on the cot bed too? Yes, it can.
Yes.
So it's a nice idea, obviously, when you do purchase, if you do purchase the mobile with your Snooze Pod, to maybe consider what colour you do get it in, because then you can move it over to your cot bed as well.
Yeah.
The mobile basically comes in all the colours that the Snooze Pod comes in.
Yeah.
So quite a variety. I think I've gone through all the questions. I'm trying to. There's just so many. I feel really bad. We got so distracted chatting away.
Just chatting.
Is there any other furniture in this range? So they do a couple of other. They do the looks and the mode, don't they?
Yeah, but talking about a furniture, like if you were going to buy a set, it's only the dresser and the cot bed to match. I know one of my customers that I was speaking to a few weeks ago would have loved a matching wardrobe.
Yes, that's a good point. They don't do a wardrobe.
Yeah, and it would, I don't know what kind you would go for. to kind of match. Nothing would be quite the same, but yeah,
No, I
it would
suppose
be
you'd have to
amazing.
go on
Snooze,
colour
if you're
more than
watching,
anything, wouldn't you?
We would love a matching wardrobe, please.
Yeah, come on, Snooze. We want more furniture out of you. Right, I think I'm caught up. I'm really sorry if I've missed your question. Oh, wait, I want here. So you couldn't buy that mattress for another cot as it wouldn't fit. The SnuzKot one, no, but you can buy the
it's just, they just call it the adjustable cot bed mattress. Oh, no, they don't. That's the adaptable.
No,
they call it the adaptable cot bed mattress. 70 by 140 centimetres is what you're looking for, a standard cot bed size. So just check your sizes. Your SnuzKot one is 68 by 117. Your standard one is 70 by 140.
Gemma Trendle, my son's cot is awful to put up. Is this easy to change from the cot to the bed? So I've seen a couple of people ask a similar question about how you sort of go about changing the height of the mattress. I'm not going to lie to you, it is a job, in my opinion. Doing it with mine, you know, it does more or less come to taking the cot apart and then reassembling it. But you are only going to do it.
Because these bits sit lower, don't they?
Yeah. You're only going to do it 2 or 3 times, depending on, obviously. I mean, myself, I never used it on the highest setting. I never had my mattress at the top because by the time Jackson went in there, he was already sitting himself up and stuff, so he already needed to be lower.
So it depends, doesn't it? Like if you were using your cot bed, because I often used to, if I was upstairs, it was in the higher position, and I would just, for their naps, pop them down, but I would be around doing jobs and stuff if they were napping, even earlier on, just to get them used to going in there. Not that that worked, if anyone.
And it also depends, obviously, on delivery and things, because you don't want to be leaning over certain deliveries. I mean, I was lucky in that regard that I could bend down to put him in there if I needed to. Yeah,
but my C-sections, it took me a little
not as easy to do. What age does Snooze Pod go up to? So your Snooze Pod, you're looking approximately 6 months.
Yeah, I used mine longer. I just kicked it as well. Sorry about that. I had my Snooze. I loved it. I had the 3, and I did get a little bit longer out of it. I mean, it's 9 months. But to
be fair, it's a good size. It goes up to 9 kilograms, which is a bit higher than your average 6 months, isn't it?
But once they are starting to kind of get out themselves, that's when you're not going to be safely able to use it anymore, because then it's not being used as it's designed for. If they're like knocking on this side or like pulling themselves over, rolling about in there.
And another question that I have had put to me is, obviously, when you have it as a next to me, you had, with the new regulations that it now follows, you can keep that side down permanently through the night. You don't have to zip it back up because it has that lipped baby's mattress. If you're using it as an independent sleeper, you do need to zip that back up and then pop in your pole.
Get my pole that we had here earlier. We thread that through here.
Which goes through your frame and through your fabric, and that does need to be in place if you're ever using it as an independent sleeper away from your bed.
Because if you see, without it, even if it's zipped up, which it's not, if I zip that up and popper it, it's very baggy.
It's not really a side.
No. So if they're a little bit older and they're kind of pulling things around or rolling around, that's not going to keep them very secure. So by putting this in, you can't see the other side, but that one's already got one in, that stays in.
I'll put you on the spot now, haven't I? Thread it, thread the needle.
Quick. And then it screws into this side. And now, that is now a solid side, which is going to keep it a lot better as a standalone crib, or if you've just got your top section of your crib and taking it downstairs with you as well.
Charlie Rafferty, the bundles are out of stock on your website. Will they be coming back in? So what that will mean, Charlie, it might just mean that one item of said bundle is not currently in stock.
Okay.
So, but yes, no, we do try and keep a good stock of those, so we will be getting those back in. There is now a thing you can click on the website to say, inform me when this comes back in, or send us your email address, and as soon as we have it, we'll email you to let you know.
Or give us a call or messages, and we can take pre-orders as well. So if it's something you're wanting to order but it's not in stock, we can take your order still over the phone or via Messenger, and it just means that as soon as they get in, yours is already taken and it will be sent straight out.
Yeah. Basically, you're reserving whatever arrives on the van.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sinead, when are you reopening? Is it the 12th of April? Fingers crossed, if everything goes as planned. Not far away now, is it?
No.
So
no,
hopefully.
Is it 2 weeks?
Yeah, well,
not next week, the following
days.
Week. Yeah.
13 days. So yeah, we're on the countdown.
The Monday the 12th. So yesterday, as Georgia and Joe probably got quite excited about, we've been having a carpet fitted yesterday and today. So apologies if your messages or anything were a little bit delayed yesterday because we've been moving everything around for the
The
carpet men.
whole store has been shifted from one end to the other, and now we're shifting it all back today. So it's been a bit of a hectic.
But it's nice because it's a fresh start.
Reopening,
we can clean everything, get everything sorted, set the stands back up because things have been here, there, and everywhere while we've been closed.
And what Kelly means by that is that when me and the girls do the video appointments, we don't always put things back where we found them, and we just sort of leave them in the middle of the shop and go, oh well, I'll use that for another video appointment. It can just stay there.
But yes, we are tidying up and we are getting back.
It will be tidy when you come in.
It's made a massive difference having the carpet in there. Jo did do a little victory roll on the carpet yesterday.
Yeah, she said she was sitting on it yesterday.
Georgia says she's now going to take any appointments sat down on the carpet. So if you've got
an appointment
with Georgia, she's going to be sat down chatting to you, lazy bones. But yeah, it made a massive difference to the store, so we can't wait for everybody to come in and see it. Jo said everybody's got to take her shoes off at the door. She's not allowing wellies or boots. You don't really have to.
That's not true. We've got Hoover. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. But no, opening on the 12th. We will be appointment only to start with. You can book an appointment on the website. If you're struggling to find the page or whatever, you can always give us a ring or a message and we can direct you to it. The appointment slots are an hour and a half. If you feel you don't need that much time, don't worry, because
just leave when you're ready. You're
not entitled to have to stay for the hour and a half. We're not going to go, excuse me, you need to stay for another 45 minutes. Like, that's not the case. But you might find that once you get here and browse, it will take that long anyway.
And as well, there's a little bit of leeway in between the appointments as well. So if you do find that you just need to look at one more thing, we're not going to chuck you out dead on the 90 minutes.
No. Get out!
You've had your time.
Out you go. No, but it's just, we just sort of said that's a good sort of estimated idea.
Yeah. It just allows us to make sure that the amount of people in store, because a lot of people are going to want to visit after lockdown, obviously. So it's just going to make sure that we're safe, you're safe, and there's not too many people in store.
Because we've had a lot of people messaging us, haven't we? Like,
we're quite full on for the first couple of weeks.
Yeah. Donna Danes, wish your shop was closer to us. Don't know how far away you are, Donna, but if you fancy a road trip,
you're allowed to travel. We leave home.
I was going to say, we're allowed to travel. So yeah, hopefully we've covered everything that we need to. I mean, it's we both said, didn't we? There's not a lot to.
It's just, because it's obviously one range. There's not as much to talk about, but it's an important one. It's all about safe sleep.
I feel like we've managed quite well, though. I feel like we've said a lot.
Well, yeah, we're over an hour. An empty cot is a safe cot, so don't have all extra bumpers, the soft bumpers, toys and things in the cot. Keep it as an empty cot, which is safer for baby. There's no risks in there with them.
Yeah, there's a lot of temptation, isn't there, with like snugglies and comforters and things, but it is always best to just leave them without anything in there. So
hopefully we've covered everything and answered every question after abandoning you for a little bit because we're too busy chatting.
Lots of Coraline Fletcher looks like a fantastic product with the new safety features and lots of I don't know what the love emoji I think it is, like the one with lots of hearts around it.
Yeah.
There's lots of love there. You've been brilliant this lockdown, ladies, from Marion. Thanks.
Oh,
it's nice to know that it's appreciated.
All these hours of live, you actually appreciate it rather than being like, oh, not them again.
I would love to know how many biscuits and cups of tea have been drunk listening to us prattle on.
Yeah.
Probably quite a few.
Yeah. So obviously the prize today is your SnuzKot from the Skandi collection from Snooze. Also comes with your very clever Surface mattress, a Snooze pouch, and also your cute little SnuzCloud as well, worth £550.
So whoever wins, obviously do get in touch with us, send us a message on Facebook. We will then obviously take all your choices off of you, and then we will get in touch with Snooze. It's coming direct from Snooze. So it won't be a case of next day delivery this time, unfortunately.
No. It'll give you time to get your nursery ready.
If it's prizes in store, then we can send them on the van today. But unfortunately, we can't do that with this one.
So send us your name, delivery address, telephone number, and email address, and we can pop then an order across to you so you know exactly what you're getting.
Yes, exactly.
Are we ready to draw?
I think we are.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Get those last minute comments in quick.
I was going to say.
Go, 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 go.
Go, go, go. Can the cotton dresser be bought as a set or are they separate? So you can buy it as a two and you can buy them individually. So it's basically whichever parts you want.
I'm just going to say whatever floats your boat.
Right then, so I'm going to start on Miss Carolyn and then Kelly's going to keep me in suspense, waiting. My stomach's rumbling. I really hope you can't hear that. That's really embarrassing. Just as we all went
we
silent.
We need to stop, I'm afraid, because Laura needs lunch.
Just as we went silent, my stomach went...
Do we don't have your microphone down there?
No, how embarrassing.
And stop.
Okay, I have landed on Amy Bradley. I love that it's so sturdy.
Congratulations, Amy Bradley. Please send us a message. Hopefully you can make use of this amazing prize today. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Tomorrow we have another live, obviously, at 11 a.m.
Well,
I will post about it later.
Between 11 and 15.
You were a little bit late this morning. Don't tell Joe. But yes, we will be live at 11ish. I'll post about it later to give you an idea of what we're covering. Obviously, join us with any questions, and there will be another prize as well. But congratulations to our winner today. Any sleep issues, advice that you have, you can always send us a message or give the team a call as well. Video appointments are still ongoing until the 12th of April, so you've still got a couple of weeks if you want to book one of those with us. And then the store reopening as well soon.
Just a little bit of a heads up, we are closed Easter Sunday and Monday.
Yes.
So if you send us the questions on those days, they won't be answered.
Yeah, we're having a little treat and they're closing.
We're having 2 days off.
Yeah.
My goodness. So yeah, just a little heads up.
I've got Friday as well. But
all right. Right for some. So yeah, so just be aware that on those 2 days you won't be able to get a hold of us, but obviously as soon as we're back, we will be in touch.
Hold on to those queries and we will be back.
We do try and help where we can.
Yes. So yeah, we will see you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.